Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be doing the anything but books tag. I wasn't tagged by anyone, but I thought that this would be a really great way for you guys that are watching my channel to get to know me a little bit better. And the tag has like 10 questions. So let's get into the tag. The first question is, name a cartoon that you love. I have a whole bunch of cartoons that I enjoy watching, a lot of favorite cartoons, but my all-time favorite is probably the Rugrats. I loved it when I was a kid. I tried watching it again when I was like in high school, and it was just like, eh. And then like like a couple months ago, I started watching it on Hulu, and I really loved it. And I probably love it more than when I was younger. But yeah, so yeah, Rugrats is my favorite cartoon. The second question is, what is your favorite song right now? Well, if you must know, I've been really into Taylor Swift recently. So, like anything in her 1989 album is literally my jam right now. Third question is, what can you do for hours that isn't reading? Does writing essays for hours count? Even though I don't want to do it, but I have to. Uh, anyways, I guess uh, this makes me realize how little hobbies I have outside of reading and watching TV. But I guess I really enjoy hiking. I only do it like a couple of times a year, but when I do, I really love love it just being outside with nature. The fourth question is something you love that your followers. Okay, I see what it is. Something you love that your followers would be surprised by. I don't know. Everything probably. I haven't really been that open in this channel, so I feel like anything I'd say would be surprising. But I live in Texas. Hey, if you didn't know that, now you know. Okay, number five. What is your favorite unnecessary thing to learn about? I like researching online about aliens and paranormal activity and stuff like that. I'm also really into learning about wars like World War One and Two and the American Civil War, the American Revolution, stuff like that, and also like historical figures during that time like Joseph Stalin, Hitler. I find Hitler really interesting. The mere fact that a struggling artist, he lived in a time where he managed to become the world's worst dictator, and I think that's just fascinating thing about people and about the nature of evil. Let's go on to number six. What is something unusual that you know how to do? I can read unusually slow. Number seven. Name something you made in the last year. Okay, well, I was thinking about this and realized I wrote a short story like a year ago, and then last semester I had a creative writing class, and I used that short story for that class. And the story is called The Tennis Match, about these two 20 something year old people who are in a relationship. They're married, and in the story they're in a country club and they're playing tennis, and they're basically talking about this important decision that they have to make, and it's about how the girl is pregnant and they're thinking of giving up their baby for adoption to this middle-aged couple that they know that can't have children. And but I was really ambiguous with the story. Like, I don't say these that this couple is married. I kind of drop hints that they were, but I never outright put them in this husband-wife relationship kind of thing or use the word marriage. And I also never used the word baby adoption or pregnancy. Like, it was, the whole story was really ambiguous. One of the things that I wanted to do with it is that it's about young, selfish people who are in a way immature and they're trying to play at being grown up. And it's disguised as a love story. Anyways, my creative writing class read it, and the people who liked it really liked it, and the people who didn't like it thought it was boring and pointless, and they thought it was slow, that there wasn't much plot to it. And the way I try to do my writing is move the plot along on using themes. So there's the theme of maturity, the theme of passing off as something you're not. And I was really proud of that. It was one of the first short stories that I've written, and it was just, I liked it. And yeah, I think with criticism, and I'm just going on a tangent, but you can take criticism with a grain of salt. You can either use it, or you can realize that you're not gonna please everyone. And if you think your story is good and that you've made all the changes that you wanted to make, and you think that's the best it can be, despite people not liking it or people still criticizing it, I think, not everyone's gonna like something that you make, and I think the best thing you can do is just keep going. And that was my 5 cents on writing advice from the person who's only made a couple of short stories. Question number 8: what is your most recent project? Recently, I've started working on myself, and I started limiting my social media time, or the time I spent using social media. So I deleted the Facebook app, the Twitter app, the Messenger app. What else? Like a couple of social media apps from my phone. I've started to read more. Of course, I've had to read for class, but also outside of that, I've spent more time reading and spending more time outside and meditating, just being with myself. So taking care of that mental health, a project about taking care of myself and about learning who I am, trying to reduce those outside influences. Question number 9. I didn't write down the whole question, but it's like, what are your thoughts when you're looking out a window? I'll think about how my life will be in 5 or 10 years. So question number 10. Give us something that give us something that's your favorite, but make it something oddly specific. Not like your favorite food, but like your favorite food when you've been studying for hours and forget to eat. Or, something like that. My favorite thing to do ever is on a Friday night, sit down with a root beer and a bag of chips, preferably barbecue chips, and watch like a movie or a TV show I've been watching. And it has to be on a Friday night, and it has to be with a root beer, and it has to be with a barbecue chips, or else it's not my favorite thing to do ever. And yeah, so I can't do it on a Thursday because it doesn't feel right, and I can't be drinking like Dr. Pepper because it doesn't feel right, and I can't be eating like sour cream chips because it doesn't feel right. And lastly, what is the first thing that pops into your head? Pizza, because I love pizza. Thank you guys for watching. I know I haven't been making videos in a bit, but I'm always around. I'm always watching booktube videos and just having fun with that. I have a bad habit of not commenting, but I'll be working on that. I think I always say that, but I don't know. Commenting for me is a little bit weird, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below if you have any thoughts. Subscribe if you enjoy watching me, and I'll see you guys next time.